Welcome back, guys. Katie here. Today I'm going to show you guys what I have made this last 6 weeks or so. I'm going to give you guys my thrift flips report. I have had over $1,000 in sales in the last 6 weeks. First, I want to tell you guys my number one thrift flip rule. I only buy vintage to flip. I know a lot of people are still going to thrift stores out of necessity. So things like clothing, children's clothing, toys, housewares, things that people really need in their homes for a good price, I leave those behind and I stick to just vintage so that those things are available to them. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. One of my great flips this month, I did find this made in Poland horse. It is an old wooden toy. I got it for $3.99 at the Animal Rescue Thrift. I was really excited to list this. I did a buy it now, and it actually sold within just a few hours. I don't know if that means I priced it too cheap, but considering I only paid $3.99, I was super happy for what I ended up getting for it. So I will show you guys the eBay listing for this item. Like I said, it sold in just a few hours. I had an offer on it for $70. And so I sold it for that. So for just $3.99, that was a wonderful little profit. You guys also might remember this Buchilla kit. It is a Noel card holder that someone made from the kit. I paid $1.99 for this completed piece. The completed pieces do sell very well online. Someone did an excellent job on this. They put a lot of time and a lot of love into all of the details, and it turned out really well. I will show you guys the final listing. This piece sold for $49.95. So for just $1.99, that also was a fantastic little profit. I sold this pair of Lefton salt and pepper shakers. These are little sitting Santas. They had the Lefton sticker on the bottom and each was numbered. They were also in nice shape. They did not have any damage. I sold these as the pair on eBay as well, and they did sell pretty quickly. I will take you guys to the listing. I believe I got, let's see, here it comes. Sorry for the delay in video. I got $32.95 for these. They were $3 and they were half off, so I paid just $1.50 for them. Up next is a set of vintage ornaments. These are the old indent ornaments, probably shiny bright. I paid $1 each, so $6 for the set. And I sold these for $30. I did think these would go for a little bit more. The damage, they were a little bit rough, but I was still happy. I also got this Buchilla tree skirt, and it was the Three Wise Men. It did have some damage. There were some little spots that were not perfect. So I let this go kind of cheap. I sold it for $18. I spent $1.99 for it. Not a huge profit on that, but I was happy to go ahead and flip it. I did get these little diorama ornaments. I'm really wishing I would have kept these. I paid $3 for the whole tin, and I sold the two for $20. I was really happy to get that. They're quite special little pieces. I also had some other ornaments that I sold the lot for $18.95. I maybe paid $1 for all of these in a lot, so I was happy to get that. I found these sugared plastic ornaments. I got a whole set of them for right around $2. They were absolutely beautiful. I kept some of them for my crafting, but I did sell the rest. And as you can see from the listing, I got $39 off of my $2 or so investment. You guys might remember the wonderful recipe box. I spent $5 on this box. It had hundreds of old recipes in it, and I sold that for $49.95. So that was another one. I was really thrilled. It brought in a nice little amount of Christmas cash. I got this cute little angel I sold for $34.10. I paid $5 for that at the rescue. It did have some damage, but as you can see, I still got a great price for it. You might remember my Burberry scarf. I got $35 for that. I think I paid around $5 for it. It did have some holes, which is why it sold a lot cheaper than I had planned on. This was a great sell, $165 for this vintage roll of wrapping. I was about to say toilet paper, of wrapping paper. I paid $20 for that. Here is a cute little skirt I got $40 for. I paid $10 for that. Sorry, we're going kind of quick. Also, my granny Afghan, I think I paid about $3 for, brought in $39.95. And then I had some cookbooks. I think I maybe paid $1 or so for these cookbooks. One brought in $19. Another one brought in $7.50. And there was also an additional one that I think I just paid $1 or so for that brought in $16.95. So you can see not everything is huge sales, but those small ones do add up. I sold the Pottery Barn ornament for $55. I believe I paid around $3 for that. And in one of my previous videos, you might remember this duck print that also came with an unused stamp. I spent around $5 for that, and I sold it for $24. I had a lot of vintage cookbooks. I spent a couple of bucks on at a yard sale, and that entire lot sold for $30. And you might remember these mercury glass beads from the estate sale that I showed you guys. I paid $30 for a huge lot of stuff. I'm sorry, $40 for a huge lot of stuff. I got $14.95 for the beads and $25 for the Dooney and Burke bag that was in that sale. You might remember I came across a second Afghan. I paid around $6 or $7 for that one, and it sold for $20. Thought it would have gone for a little bit more, but I was still happy with that. You might remember early in the season I spent, I think, $0.25 for a bunch of different Santa mugs. I ended up filling a whole basket with them. They were around 25 cents to 50 cents each at a thrift store that was going out of business. I actually sold quite a few of these on a Facebook page for people who collect vintage Christmas. I also sold a Night Before Christmas book that I had snagged at that sale for about $15, I think is what I ended up getting for that. And you can see the graphics in it are just gorgeous. So selling the mugs and the book on the Facebook page ended up bringing in about another $125, $150 for those items. I did sell this entire set of Christmas mugs. So these ended up doing really well. And I also sold that tree, you guys. I think I paid about $3 for it. I only put, I think, $30 on it. All of those, that and a bunch of other items, these are all tags of items I sold at my dad's booth. So, you know, those Santa mugs, I put, $5, $6 on. They weren't huge sales. The tree, after discount, someone bought for $27. I mean, it's nice if you buy cheap to be able to let stuff go cheap for people to get at a great price. So you guys can see on eBay alone, I did $935. It says 90-day total, but this was from the last 6 weeks or so. And then I did $380 in shop sales in my dad's booth. Here's all those tickets, and those are just lots of random little items. And then I did $135 on Facebook for Vintage Christmas that I listed. It might have been a little bit more than that, but just around there. So when we add it all up, I did $935 on eBay, $380 in the booth, and $135 on Facebook for a total of $1,445. So it was a wonderful month to flip items. I have a lot of happy people who are excited to get these treasures in their hands, and I'm really happy with what I was able to flip this month. So I hope this inspires you guys. As you can see, thrifting can be really fun and profitable. So now you guys know what to keep your eyes out for, but I just wanted to share with you and have some transparency and show you guys how things were looking this month. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've sold. I hope you guys are staying safe, healthy, and warm, and I will see you guys later on this week. Happy thrifting!